So I've been building a lot of these websites recently. In fact, I'm training to learn how to do websites. But there's like 10 really important steps that you need to put into any Google site or website or blog in order to get ranked well on Google. The first and most important is EAT. I think it's EEAT. Experience. I'll just put that up because I don't want to get it wrong. So Google EAT. So it's experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. So you need to study that. Whatever writing you do, you've got to demonstrate that you are experienced, you have the correct knowledge, you're an authority on the subject, and that you're safe, honest, accurate, and transparent. If you're worried about that, just use Gemini. So, for example, let's ask Gemini. I have locksmith business. Write me an EAT hero section. I'm in Coventry and specialise in Japanese keys. Let's see what it comes up with. So there you go. It's going to chuck loads of keywords out at you, making you look like the authority on the subject. And that is all we have to do. It sounds complicated, but that is it. So that's EAT. The second one is mobile first. So when you design your page, make sure you centralise your titles. It just makes it responsive. So I'll publish that. So then you can check what it looks like on the mobile view. See how it squints down? Well, it responded down. It's called responsiveness. So make sure you are designing your site so that they're mobile friendly. That is probably the second most important thing. Also is the speed of how it loads. And the only things that really slow you down is very, very bulky photos. So there's a tool called Squoosh that Google made. And you can just run photos through it. I probably haven't got a photo now. I'll try that one. And before it's 36 kilobyte and after it's 56 kilobyte because I've already run this one through. But if you drop the quality down, it'd go right to 3.94. But you want to keep the quality above 70 and it will take 2 megabyte files down to 100 kilobyte. So run all your photos through this Squoosh. Then you'll have split loading page speed, and that is good for Google ranking. And also, semantic keywords. Don't just spam. That is semantic keywords. Lots of keywords, but all in logical order, if you know what I mean. You ain't just putting loads of keywords one after the other. You're actually making a useful dialogue. Another thing, and I'll struggle with this myself, header titles. So like this is your H1, and then you have a H2, then you might have H3s going down the rest of your page. So you've got to understand the headers. I cannot spell hierarchy. So there you go. H1 is the main title. H2 to H6 represent nested subsections. Google's a bit different. Google Sites is a bit different because it uses title, heading, subheading, small text, and normal text. But I would do a bit of study on that because that is important. Google will come down and scan all your H1s, H2s, and H3s. So I'll need to do more work on that, but I am getting pretty good on it, and I'll just use a title there, then a subtitle, and then H2 and H3s down here, and I'll seem to get good ranking. So number 6 is your local schema. This is important if you are a local business. Very important. And it needs to match your Google business profile. So you can either use a JSON and you can embed that code into your site, or you can just put it into a box on its own and you put what sort of business you are, restaurant, put your address, your telephone number, your opening hours, and your wherever you are on a map. I'll show you the code. You can just ask Gemini anyway. I'll show you. So just pull that down. I'm a locksmith in Coventry. I'm open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Cover Japanese cars. Please write me So there you go. You just got to replace it in there. So locksmith, your business name, put your logo, URL, your website URL, your phone number, your price range, and that's your local schema. You can't actually put this into a Google site, but on your website, your own website, you should be able to put that in somewhere at the top of the page. In fact, if you don't know where to put it, ask. In the header section. That is massively important now, but make sure all of them details that are on there match your Google business listing, and that will give you double authority, and they will rank you a lot quicker and a lot higher. Another thing, I think it's number 7 now, if you've got multiple pages, link between them. So say here you would put see our contact page, and then you would link to your contact page. Obviously, I ain't got a contact page on it, but normally this gives you the option. If you've got other pages, it gives you an option to link to that page internally. So basically, you're sending them about your site. You got a good navigation through your site. Another one. This is number 8. Very important. You put a picture in. Unsupported image type. I'll do something different. Google Drive. I'll just use that one. Use alt text. You got to describe what's going on in the picture. Don't use it to keyword spam. Describe what's going on in that picture. And if you don't know what to do, use Gemini. So I didn't use that one, did I? I I should get more organised really before I do it. So I'm going to load that up, scan photo, and give me alt text. It's a good job Google can read my writing. So there you go, a professional banner for the Tenari 700, a rider on a blue white motorcycle. Graphic includes technical call-outs for CP2 engine. So it's just explaining what's on the picture, and that is good for Google ranking. Do not spam it. Keyword spam it. So that's it. That's number 8. Number 9 is where you can do a bit more spamming. So you get these collapsible groups, and you can just put frequently asked questions for the Yamaha 700 Denali. And if you don't know what to put, anyway, you know what I put there. Ask Gemini. And answers for frequently asked questions on the 700 Denali. Obviously, you're going to have a bit more time to do it and use better Google prompts, engineer prompts. So there you go. You can just copy and paste that now. Sometimes don't copy and paste until it's completed. Just print that. So there you go, you've got a lot of keywords in there that are not spammed. They're all in useful sentences. And you can put it on your page and it don't clog up the page looking a mess. So it's like that. So the reader can come in, click on it, look through all that information, and it's helping you Google rank as well. Now, the last thing is call to actions. I've got a whole video on call to actions, so I won't spend much time on that. The call to action is just a button that says click here to do something. In fact, I won't bother doing one, I'll just show you one on my sites. So there you go. There's one. You can just click on that and it will take you to that link to buy. There and there. But I'll go and watch my video on call to actions because there's a lot to that. So that is it. That's the top 10 things. Eat, mobile first, Squoosh, semantic keywords, header hierarchy, your local schema, linking between your pages so you've got good navigation through your site, high intent alt text words in your photos, drop down menus and calls to actions.